Gonna teach some juggling. Drinking some tea. Gonna start here in a few minutes. I'm excited. It's gonna be great. This is my first juggling workshop that's live, obviously, because you guys are here for the first one. I haven't done one of these before. I'm not nervous. You're nervous. Look at my cup. It's so cute. Anyway, that's not why we're here. Alright, I'm gonna just get this all ready. I hope the quality improves. It seems awfully low right now. But I'm sure it will. Oh, it's because my computer was just showing it low. So it's fine. Yeah, anybody who's here, feel free to say hello. We're gonna start this in just a moment. It's gonna be great. I'm just getting all set up here. Gotta warm up. Everyone who's here, feel free to say hello if you're here, so that I can know that you're here. That would be great. We're going to learn today a trick called follow. Does not include sound effects when you do it. It's just when I do it. But follow is a great trick. Before we jump into it, I just want to remind everybody why we're here. We're doing a live stream of a juggling workshop because you guys are awesome patrons and you are supporting me, and it's really sweet. So obviously I make a lot of tutorials, but it's hard to make tutorials and I can only make so many. Lemon, please stop. Thanks. I can only make so many, and because they just take a long time to produce. So I figured this would be a really good way to give you a more quicker, if you will, ability to get some kind of tutorial-esque things. So this will be live workshops, and we're gonna do it every single month. So at any point throughout the month, if you have an idea of like a trick or a type of juggling or something that you want me to work on and do one of these workshops on, please let me know. You can email me or send me a message on Patreon, or you can, find me on Discord. So, what's up? What's up, Kestrel? Hey! Whew. So, again, I'm not nervous. You're nervous. It's very different doing a live workshop versus doing a tutorial. And I've never done one like this where there's no feedback of like energy of people behind me. So bear with me. I'm gonna do my best. If at any point while we're doing this, this workshop's for you guys. So all of you that are watching, even if it's just one of you, if you're having a hard time with something and you need me to slow down or you need me to stop or you have a question, please comment it, let me know, and I will do those things. Because that's why we're here. It's not a tutorial, it's a workshop. So you can participate. So yeah, gonna do juggling. So if you saw on my Instagram or on Patreon, the trick that we're gonna learn today is called follow. Follow looks like this. Yeah, it's a great trick. I learned it about 10 years ago, and I use it a lot as like a base for other similar tricks. So I think it's a really good trick to add to your repertoire if you're not already familiar with it. It kind of gets you used to this ability to start tracing balls, which is super useful for juggling. So I'm going to kind of give you a basic understanding of what's happening before we jump into how to do the trick. So with is that like a scared face, like the trick looks scary? It's not scary. It's really, really good. And again, this is a live workshop, so I'm sure, for some people, I don't, Kestrel watching this now, or if people watch it later, like, you may not get the trick in this workshop. That's totally fine, but hopefully it gives you sort of a foundation and you can practice it and work on it. Like, I'm not saying that you're gonna get it in this next, 40 minutes or whatever, but you hopefully will make improvement and you can use the tools that I talk about to practice the trick on your own. Yeah. You didn't follow the movement at all. Well, that's why it's called follow. So we're gonna work on it. But okay, so I'm gonna break down what the trick is. Are you familiar with site swap? 4-2-3 specifically. 4-2-3 is a pattern that looks like this. This is 4-2-3 columns where all the balls are going straight up. You can also do it as a regular site swap. And basically 4-2-3 is, if you watching or if anyone else watching eventually are not familiar with 4-2-3, it's a pattern that goes right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. And that specifically you're going up, cross, up, cross, up, cross, up, cross, up, cross, up, cross. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. So before you jump into this trick, I really, really recommend that you know how to do that in the columns pattern. And, you can learn it the regular way too. I think they're both useful. So if you're watching this workshop and you're really not comfortable with 4-2-3, pause it, go learn 4-2-3, and then come back and continue this workshop. Unless you're doing it live, in which case, work on it while you're watching, and then we'll keep adding on to it. So 4-2-3. So follow is a 4-2-3 pattern, but what you're doing is you're going to be following that other 4. So when you're throwing the 4, you've got a 2 in your hand. That means that the ball that's going straight up, you have a ball in the other hand doing nothing. So it's boom, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So in follow, what you're going to be doing is throwing that 4 as more of an underhand throw, like this. And as it goes up, you're going to just follow it with that hand that's doing nothing. So we're going follow. So the green ball is going to be that crossing throw, right? Still 4-2-3. That's just to help you understand kind of what's happening. I'm going to break it down, don't worry, but that's what follow is. It's a 4-2-3 where you're following the 4 with the 2, or the ball that's doing nothing. 4-2-3, follow, great pattern. Let's break it down. I'm a big fan of two breakdown juggling balls. So if you're watching along, drop one, and let's do the 2 version. Basically, you're going to be doing one throw, like I said, that's kind of a scooped underhand throw. It's not going, I don't think it's going underneath anything per se, but you're going to want to throw it from the other side of your body. So it's going to be like, not that far, it's going to be like this. Okay? And as we do that, we're going to use this ball to follow that ball. So that's it. Now you repeat on the other side. This one will now be thrown. I might step back a little bit. I think I'm getting cut off. Sorry. Switch. Switch. Might feel kind of stupid because there's only 2 balls, but this is how the following pattern is going, right? This is a 4. You're just throwing it to the same hand. It's no different than throwing it straight up. You're just throwing it kind of in an arc, and you're going to follow it with the other ball. Now when you do that, you really want to make sure that you're trying to keep this ball on top. I mean, you could technically do a side-to-side version. I think I've even done that modification on Instagram before. But for the actual follow trick, you want to keep it on top. Up, switch, up. And that switch kind of just happens naturally, because you're going to have other things going on. So it's not movement. So the hand that's crossed is the bottom ball. So work on this for a second. Get comfortable with it. Boom. Yes. If you need to pause this video at this point, if you're still working on that, feel free to do that. I'm going to continue on because some of you might have gotten that really quickly. Back to 3 balls. No, wait, I lied. No, this is why tutorials are so polished, and I'm not in real life. Next, we're going to try to do them. No, actually, I think, yeah. No, I lied. God, off to a great start. Good job, Taylor. Let's go to 3 balls. We're going to now do, so this is that same movement, right? Here, I'll use the same colors I was using. 1, 2. So we're going to do that same one, and then this time we're going to throw, when that ball is coming down, we're going to throw one more. So it's like this, okay? So it's that same crossing throw, and then you're just going to throw the next ball. It's like doing 2 in each hand, or 1 hand. It's a 4, 2, 3. So 1, 2. And then we're going to follow that first ball with the other hand. 1, 2. 1, 2. I went an extra step. 1, 2. Okay? So practice that for a second. Then you can practice it on the other side. Hey, Mike, welcome to the workshop. All right, practice on the other side. 1, 2. Switch hands. They're going to eventually be connected, but for this breakdown, just catch that second ball wherever you can, and then make sure they're in the right hand. So 1, 2. I'm gonna drop a lot. This should not be new for you guys now. You know I drop. So 1, 2. Sorry, it's hard for me not to do all of the steps. So up, cross, okay? 1, 2. If you want to be efficient, you can catch it in the other hand just to set you up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Sorry that I'm getting cut off. I tried to frame the trick beforehand, but apparently I did a bad job. Let's zoom out. All right. When do you throw the blue ball? Got it. So 1, when the pink ball is coming down, you're gonna throw that blue one, or the other one that's in your hand. So the hand that's starting with 2, you're gonna throw 1, and then another one. It's kind of just like 4 balls. You're just doing this. 1, 2. So it's 1, 2. It's just that you're having like this hand on top. But you're basically going 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So take a second, practice that. Again, if you have to pause, it's okay. I would practice on both sides. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. I'm not getting cut off anymore. That's good. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hopefully that makes sense. That second, you're basically just doing two balls from the same hand. The other one is just doing a fancy thing. If you're having a hard time if your hands are getting tangled up, you can do this. You can go 1, 2, 1, 2, just to start. 1, 2, like follow the pink ball, the first ball, with the other hand. 1, 2. And then start getting ready to follow it all the way across. But it's just this. But now you're going. Again, practice that on both sides. So if you're on this side, you can go I'm not as good with my left hand. Like that. If you're having a really hard time with that concept, we can go even a step back further and do a trick that's similar to the trick yo-yo. I guess this is called fake columns. Where blue ball in the middle, because that's the one that's... So you're going to be doing this. This is fake columns. So you're following the pink ball up and down. And if you switch hands, this is basically what the follow is, except now you're throwing the ball from across your body instead of straight up. I prefer to learn things as throws. If you're somebody that prefers to do things that way, where it's, you know, doing a trick and then transitioning into another trick, then work on that fake columns. I'm going to continue with the throw method, and then at the end, actually, we'll come back and I'll show you how to transition from that fake columns more easily, if that's the way that your brain works, because everyone is different. It's really, it's good. I love it. So we're going to go 1, 2, okay? 1, 2. Now, the next step is to go 1, 2, and you're going to throw the ball that was originally just being traced. You're going to pop it up and go catch the blue ball, the second ball that you threw. 1, 2, 3. It's a little bit confusing, I know. 1, 2, 3. So you'll go right, right, left. Okay? And as you do that, 1, 2, 3, ideally you want that third ball to go that way, because that's going to be the ball that we're following next. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I started to follow it because that's what I'm used to. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just practice that a few times. If you want to practice on both sides, I recommend that as well. So, my brain, wait. Yeah, this way. Sorry, I'm tired today. So the other way, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Left, left, right, or right, right, left. Let's go back to the colors that we had. Left, left, right, 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 left. Left, left, right, 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 left. Sorry, I'm just checking the image, making sure that I'm still in there. So work on those two things, the back and forth. So left, left, right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left. Then from there, you can just follow that third ball that you throw, which is that backward arc one. It's basically the same as the very first throw that you're throwing, except with the other hand. You're going to follow it with the other hand. So we're 1, 2, 3 before. Now we're going to go, switch back to the colors. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's do that again. Switching colors. 1, 2, 3. I have an itch. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It will be right, right, left, or left, left, right. Left, left, right. And then from there, I actually think it's harder to do the 3 beat version, the 1, 2, 3, just because for me, I'm used to doing the pattern. So from there, you just complete it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're gonna start over. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And so remember, it's always it's gonna be right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. So right, right, left, left. Start again. Right, right, left, left. Right, right, left, left. Or if you're starting with your left hand, left, left, right, right. Left, left, right, right. That is follow. Like from there, it's just repeating over and over again. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. It's a hard trick. It's gonna take you some time to get it comfortable, but that's the basic breakdown of it. It's 1, 2, and then you pop it up the other way. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. It's very hot in here. I'm getting flushed. I'm gonna drink some water for a second, practice that, and then we're going to, I'm gonna go back to teaching the people who have a preference for getting into it from another pattern, specifically that fake columns pattern. And that might even help with this whole concept. So, one moment. Gotta drink some tea. I also need to drink some water. How are you guys doing right now? Those of you who are watching live, leave me a comment. Like, it's totally okay to say, I'm super confused, I'm not following at all, I can get 2 catches, I can get 1 catch. Like, that's why we're here. We're here to help you. I can't see what you're doing, so you gotta talk to me. And this helps me too. If you give me feedback on what's working or what's not working, and especially at the end of the workshop, like if you tell me that first method you did didn't help me at all, but the second one helped a lot. Like, I want to get better at teaching this trick, and eventually I'd like to make a tutorial. Probably won't come out for a while, so your feedback's gonna help me, it's gonna help other people. Do it. You can't seem to let go of the third ball. All right. Whoop. Let's figure out why maybe you can't let go of that third ball. That one, right? That third one, so it's 1, 2, 3. Try going into it, or try going back into the regular pattern. So it's just 1, 2, back into juggling, okay? So you're gonna go right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Try that. This way. So right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left. Okay? Try that real fast, see if that helps, because that's what it's gonna feel like. I mean, other than the continuing the cascade, it's just gonna go 2, left. And that left is pretty much, I mean, all you're doing is arcing it a little more that way instead of going into a cascade throw. But if you can get your muscle memory to let go of that ball, it will help a lot. So 1, 2, 3. Try that real fast. Let me know if that helps. It's hot. Why did I wear a sweater? I don't know. But I did. You meant the second ball. Got it. It's a different ball. Kestrel. No, the second ball. 1, 2. 1, 2. So just do that. 1, 2. If you're having a hard time letting go of the second ball, 1, 2. It's just 2 in one hand, and you're doing it in like a fountain throw, but you're doing it kind of across your body. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? And in fact, from here, let's go into doing it from that fake column, so that might actually help. So let's start with blue ball, or the, whatever, middle ball that you were throwing. Can you do this pattern? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Work on that for a second. If you can't, okay, I'm going to answer your question about which hand catches it in a second. We're going to continue with this idea. Down, up, down, up, down. If you feel comfortable with that, I want you to change it now. I want you to do the ball that you're going to follow in the middle. Okay, so instead of this, I want you to do this. Okay? Once you can do this, I want you to start doing it in a fountain pattern. So, in fact, let's go back to the green ball. Up, down, down, up, down, over. And then just stop. So, up, down, over. If you, yeah. Over. 1, 2, 1, 2, over. You could continue this, and this is a really fun variation, but let's just do this one and then stop. So we were here. Now we're going to be here. If you're having a hard time just starting that, start with the ball that you want to follow and go right into it, and then throw the next ball on the outside. If you're having a hard time with fake columns, that is probably like a key component of your problem. And this is really helpful for me because going forward, I would probably teach this part first. So thank you for that feedback. Down, up, down. So we're gonna start, we're gonna be doing this. That's a different trick, but that's what you wanna do. If, again, you're having trouble with columns, you go up, down. I even recommend working on both sides. So you're going to go right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, left. Okay? Once you can do that, then do this, just on one side, and then try throwing it across. So we're gonna get into this rhythm of following the ball over. But then instead of just catching both of them, you're gonna throw another ball underneath. Okay? So now to answer well, so to answer Kestrel's question, it looks like it's just 2 in one hand and the right hand is just following around. I think like that's correct. The ball, it is supposed to, I mean, it is just this. And then this one's just doing whatever it wants. The key is to try to make it look organized by following one ball. So you pick one ball, and every time you throw it, you're following it. And so in this case, we want it on the inside, and then we're gonna follow it across. So like, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be 2 balls in one hand. If you're doing your left hand, follow one ball, get it on the inside, throw it across, and then throw the next ball underneath. And then that should get you about where we were with the other method. So if that's easier for you, feel free to do it that way. Now to answer your question of where does that second ball get caught and like how do you do the third throw? I think that's what you're probably having trouble with, and for good reason. That is the hardest part, I think. So let's go back to that and kind of try to break it down. I'm wondering if you can do it. Sorry, bear with me. Live workshops are hard. This is how I am in real juggling workshops too. So yeah. So that throw, so this is, that, I don't think that's a good way to show it. So we're gonna just do it from the trick. 1, 2, right? We have that. It seems like that's where you're at. You can do 1, 2, but then you don't know how to catch that ball, correct? So if you're having trouble with that, 1, 2, what you're gonna do is throw this ball that's on top, this hand. So when you're following the ball, you should have a ball that's on top. That was the one that was just tracing. You're gonna throw that and then go catch that other ball. So 1, 2, 3. And you can let that one fall right now if you have to. Like, don't worry about catching the third ball you're throwing. 1, 2, 3. Let it fall. That's totally fine. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's the idea, is that you're going to follow. So we're just doing 2 in one hand for this. It's basically this, but you don't have to continue it. So 1, 2, which we already got. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Throw that third ball from the top hand and catch the ball that's coming down. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if that is helping at all. It's so hard when I can't see you, but this is the best we can do. Hopefully it's helping a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Drop. Just as awkward as I am in real life. It's great. 1, 2, 3. So work on that for a second. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ari, is that making any sense? This is normally where I would stop and look around the room and help people that are having problems, but I cannot see you. So that's tough. But I think this feedback is helping. Hopefully, if you keep updating me, I can keep trying to troubleshoot for you. And I'm sure that anyone watching this after the fact is probably having similar problems, so it's super helpful that you're following along and giving us feedback as we go. I wish I could do it in slow motion, but remember, right, left. Even if you can't catch that ball coming down, like, throw that left hand, okay? So like, right, left. Like, throw the left hand. Sometimes it's hard to get the left hand out, or like to get that like muscle memory out of your memory. So you have to force it to by ignoring like a catch. This is really common, I think, when learning juggling. Like, if you can't throw and catch, just get the throw out, because that's the first step. So 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Good step, right? Then from there, once you do that a few times, you can go 1, 2, 3, and catch it. Sort of. Are you able to get that third ball released? It's okay if it's not even like in the right spot, as long as you can get the third throw out of your hand. That's like notch 1, right? So 1, 2, even if it's over here, which is not technically correct, but if you're getting your muscle memory out, I'm sorry, I drop a lot. But if you're forcing your brain of not throwing that ball, like, just throw it. This is just gonna be me doing this over and over again. So 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter if it's arced the right way, or if it's that way, or if it's that way, just get that third ball out. Work on that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If we're doing the other side, we're gonna start with 2 on this hand. Oh no, that's the way that I started. We're gonna start on this side. 1, 2, 3. And like, even for me, starting on that side is awkward, and I can feel what you're probably feeling, because that third ball is really like, where, what? Just remember, it's the ball that's following. You're gonna throw it. Yeah, so that's a really common thing. Keshril said that he's having a hard time just throwing it. I mean, this is something that you maybe experienced even when you were learning 3 balls. Like, the first 2 is fine, but then you just can't throw the third ball because your brain's like, no, we're not gonna do that. But you have to just throw it, and then you can focus on catching it. So in this case, work on those first 2 throws, 1, 2, and then just throw the third ball with your left hand no matter what. Don't even care where you're throwing it, don't care how you're catching it, just get it out of the hand. So 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Once you can, you balk? I don't know that word. Like, I vaguely know that word, but I don't know what it means in this context. So, work on that until you get the throw out. If you're having that habit, just get rid of it, and then you can start controlling it. So to control it, we're going to go 1, 2, if you're throwing it out right now, which is what you might be doing, you're going to just try to arc it back in towards the middle of your body. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And I'm going to practice on the other side in hopes of maybe understanding more what you're feeling. You don't have to do any of this. I'm not your mom. It's true. I mean, you don't. This is, if you want to learn the trick, this is how you do it. So, follow this ball. One of the things that helps me, that I just realized too, is if I try to follow the ball, like the ball that I'm moving, if I try to do it like this, it's going to be harder for me because I have to pop it in like a claw throw. So if you're trying to hold it this way, try holding it upside down, because that kind of is going to get you ready for that pop-up throw. And if you can do Mills Mess, try to think about that trick a little bit, because this throw feels like Mills Mess, right? We're doing this, and then we're here, and then we're going to throw that ball in a similar fashion to Mills Mess. Oh, yeah. So 1, 2, 3. The hand that is not throwing at the beginning, you're going to follow, and then you're going to let it go. So I'm trying to keep the colors straight, and that's why I look awkward. So we're here, we're going to follow the green ball, right? 1, 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So left, left, right. That was me trying to think if I can help you out of that habit. So don't imitate this. I'm just thinking with my hands. You should be practicing right now anyway. So in reality, in a real workshop, this is what I would do. I don't want you to feel like I'm being like really unprofessional. This is just how workshops go. There's a lot of needing help and how they're needing help. So I'm gonna take 20 seconds and figure out maybe if there's a better way to help you with this problem. Like I said, if you're somebody who likes this method of doing the columns, you can follow it and then just go, like, follow it and come through and go back into the cascade if you're having a hard time with that throw. So 1, 2, stop. Do it again. 1, 2, I almost dropped the ball. 1, 2. Yeah, I hit myself in the face too, so don't worry about that. That is absolutely part of this process. Anybody who is just joining us, obviously we're into the workshop, so feel free to go back. Like, if you want to be live, you can, but also, like, I'm not going to go back and re-explain stuff. So, you were late, you're gonna have to go back. But, yeah. I really think that, Kestrel, if you're having issues with this, I really think that it's just a matter of breaking down those steps and getting them each at a time. And so really just focus on the each step that we're going through. So I'm gonna go over those one more time, and then at home you can work on it. My roommate decided right now is a good time to shred paper. Hopefully you can't hear that. Is he done? I think he's done. All right. Damn. So, first step is to learn 4, 2, 3 in columns. Second step is to learn fake columns, which is just a 4, 2, 3, but you're lifting this other hand These are the prerequisites. Then from there, if you want to try going from that pattern, oh, good. I'm glad you didn't hear Dan, so. By going into the pattern from that 4, 2, 3 fake columns, you can do the same thing, but this time, instead of doing the ball on the outside, the pink one, or the one that you're gonna follow the ball on the inside. Right now we're just doing 2 in one hand, but then we're gonna do a fountain throw. And as we do that, we're gonna follow it. Go. And then from here, we can go into the pattern. So the pattern is basically, again, I'm just recapping so that you can know exactly how to practice it when you practice it. The pattern is going to be a crossing throw from one side of your body. Your arm is crossed. You're going to be doing sort of a Mills Messi type throw. It's like an underhand throw, but you're not going underhand. And you're going to follow it with the other hand. That one doesn't do anything. 1, 2. So it's just 2 throws from that hand in a fountain pattern. And we're going to go 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Once you feel good with that, you can also practice that on both sides, which is actually a good idea. So this way, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Now we can do it the third throw, which is those first 2, and then as this one is coming down, the blue ball, we're going to pop this overhand ball, the ball that's on top, the one that we were just following, we're going to pop it up and go catch the other ball. So 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then as that third ball is being thrown, you're going to bring that hand from underneath and go follow it as well. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's so exciting. It's such a good trick. I love it so much. 1, 2, 3. And then you just have one more throw, which is just another fountain throw from that underhand, the hand that just threw the third ball. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a hard trick. It's going to be difficult. Be patient with yourself. Really break down each one of those moves, like I said. I think that you can get it with those methods. It took me a little time to learn this one. This one I do remember being very confused because it is your arms are kind of tangled up. It's like a column-y trick, but you're doing like a Mills Mess version. But it's really satisfying and really good. So really, really focus on breaking them down. Feel free to go back, watch this tutorial over and over again. This tutorial, workshop, you know, whatever. 1, 2. I'll try doing them higher just so you can it's slower. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, right, left, left. Right, right, left, left. Right, left, left. And just remember, you're just doing 2 fountain throws and then 2 the other way. This is it. So if you're having a hard time understanding which hand is throwing next, it's just right, right, left, left in that sort of fountain-y throw, okay? Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, left. I really hope that helps. Oh, good. So hopefully Mike is saying that you like this stretched out version of a tutorial. The other thing I want to talk about is like once you feel like you can do the trick, it might not be like really fluid yet, which is totally normal, very expected. That's totally fine. But I want to kind of give you some little tips to smooth it out once you do get there. So right now you might just kind of be like all over the place, which is fine. Totally normal, you know, whatever, it's fine. I get it. What? You think you can do one juggle on one side? I'm not sure what that means. If you want to elaborate, I can come back to that. But once you feel like you can do the trick, the important thing to remember to create the illusion is just when you're following this ball, try to keep this other hand right on top. Okay? That's how you get the illusion. So if you're kind of doing it like here, it's not going to look as good. But if you're doing it on top, it looks better. So try to keep that vertical line nice and pretty. And then the other thing is, you know, I mentioned that it's easier to do the follow with your hand in a sort of normal juggling hand position and then pop it up like that. If you want to make the trick look extra pretty, you can do it this way. That will make it look better, like with the ball facing out. But then you're gonna have to like twist and throw or do a claw throw. Either way, that's how you kind of make it look extra pretty. Kestrel, if what you're saying is like you can only do one side, work on the other side. So if like your left hand you're having trouble with, just do a fountain, a 2-ball fountain, I guess. I don't know if this is, I think this is called a fountain. I've never called it a 2-ball fountain, but with one hand, do fountain type throws where they're going straight up and pick a color and just follow it. Don't drop, Taylor. This is the easy part. Yeah. So. This might be a good exercise for you. And it honestly is a cool looking trick in itself. So start by following it up. And then you can just stop if you want. 2, 1, 2, hup. Hup. Even if it doesn't look good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So to get the third one, you're just going to, instead of pulling that one down, you're going to pop it back up. That's another way of kind of getting into this trick. I don't know if that's the most efficient way. That's why I didn't teach it to you early. I think it's a little harder, but everyone learns differently. So maybe you're somebody who learns really well just with one hand. Yeah. I think the hardest part is that third ball and then immediately going into a fountain with that side. But that's what you have to remember, is that you have to go, you're doing 2 fountain throws, and then you're throwing that third one from the top, and you're going to immediately do another circular, like, outside to inside throw. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. So if you have to do it without the follow, like, that's totally fine. 1 with the follow on one side, 1, 2, that's the trick, but 1, 2, 1, 2. That's totally fine too. 1, 2, 1, 2. Like the follow might be messing you up, especially on your non-dominant side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Colors. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, right, left, left. I think that's a really good way to do it, honestly. So like if you're having a hard time with that third and fourth throw, it might be because of the follow. So go do the follow on the side that you're comfortable with. Like if you can do this, good, but then just go into a normal 2-handed juggle on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then once you can do that, you're going to, when you throw 3, you're going to follow it with the hand that's not doing anything. So we were doing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a hard trick. I know it's probably going to be a little frustrating, as it should be. Juggling is a frustratingly satisfying hobby. Work on it though. Like I said, you may not be able to do it in this hour that we're doing, but go back, break down each step, get it solid, and then you can go to the next piece and the next piece. It might take you a couple weeks to learn this trick. You know, it's a hard one, it's a weird one, but it's a really good foundation. It can really help you learn some other great tricks, like this is follow. It can help you learn reverse follow, which isn't, I guess this isn't, I don't know what that one's actually called, but it's the inverse of that, where you're just throwing, you're dragging the balls on the outside. It can help you learn, well, yo-yo is a good one you should already know. And the weave is related to it. Fake Mills mess is related to it. All of those is gonna help you. So put in the time, learn it. I think, yeah, okay, good. Thanks for the feedback. I actually agree. I think that is really helpful. So that technique of 1, 2, 3, 4, that one. Thanks for that feedback. I will remember that. Anyone who is watching this after the fact, and people who are watching it right now, thank you. Thank you for your patience with my teaching and this process of a sort of new style of workshop. I've never done this where I don't have people to work off of. So I know it's probably a little weird, a little confusing. It's not as good as a full tutorial, but hopefully it is still helpful, and hopefully it's just another thing to make you know how much I appreciate you for being patrons. I really appreciate you, like a lot. So thank you. If you have any additional questions, you can let me know right now. I don't know if I have much more to say about that trick, but I think it's just practice. Yeah. If it helps you to use different colors, you can get different colored balls. I don't think I learned it that way. I've never been somebody who prefers different colors. I just use them to help people learn. But it is important to note that, like, you're going to follow pink, green, pink, green, pink, green, pink, green. There's one ball that is never being like. You're only following the 4s, which are awesome. Practice, 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 indeed. I got another person that came in right at the last second. That's fascinating. You're gonna have to go back and watch it from the beginning. So, thank you guys for showing up. I was a little worried that I would be here alone, which I still would have taught it. It just would not have been as efficient. So, thank you guys for showing up and giving me your feedback. Again, if you have other tricks that you see me do, or other techniques that you want to learn with any sort of juggling stuff, write them down, leave me a comment on Patreon, send me a message on Patreon, send me an email, send me a Discord, whatever. But let me know what you want to learn, and because we're going to do it every month. So next month, we'll do another one of these, and I'm sure it'll just get better and easier. So we're learning together. And if you have any questions about this stuff throughout whenever, you know, you can send me a message on Patreon as well, and I'll be happy to try to explain what's happening. I'm tired. I'm done. So thank you, and I'll see you guys next month. End the stream.